Hello, 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 and hello. My name is Cookie. I am a South African travel content creator. I am on a tour of Southeast Asia. I am now in my third country. I started in Singapore, then went to Philippines, and I am currently in Malaysia. How are you? Are you good? I hope you're well. I hope life is treating you well. Have you ever heard of a World Heritage City? Yes, no, maybe? In this vlog, I am on the beautiful island of Penang and I will be showing you a World Heritage City of Georgetown. So don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. My first stop is a Thai temple in Penang. It just brought back good memories and took me back to Thailand when my family and I went on holiday and how much we loved touring the temples in Thailand. So here it is, a piece of Thailand in Malaysia. I am on a half-day Penang city tour and I booked this tour via bookings.com. It's a private tour. I love private tours and my tour guide is my videographer for the day. A round of applause, please, for my videographer. He's doing an excellent job. When I woke up this morning, it was raining and I was worried about my city tour, but I knew island weather, it will stop. Even on our way to the temple, it was still raining, but it stopped and now it is hot, like very hot. I take my multivitamins daily. And when you're traveling, especially, it is very important, to do so because, you find yourself in different climates, so on and so forth. And it is always best to take preventative measures than to suffer the consequences of not doing so. My tour guide was asking me which day of the week I was born. I was born on a Saturday, so we walked back to the Saturday Buddha, and this is what the Saturday Buddha says. Devotees who worship this Buddha, your worries are over and you will have freedom and wealth. I was born the year of the cow, the ox, and devotees who worship this Buddha, they will have great knowledge. across the road from the Thai temple is a Burmese temple. And it was so convenient because we simply just walked across the road. I love visiting temples. I remember when I was in Bali for my 50th birthday, the people at reception at the hotel said to me the one morning, "Your driver says you love going to temples." And which is what I appreciated. I spent a couple of days, traveling in Bali on my own. And what I loved was, as a female solo traveler, the hotel staff took interest in where I was going. So before I came to the car in the mornings when my driver came to pick me up, they would literally, I discovered, question him about our movements, where we were going, so on and so forth. So, security from the hotel staff, which I always appreciate. But what I love about visiting temples is you learn so much about countries, about their cultures, about their history. My tour guide was just telling me about the history of the conflict between the Thai and the Burmese, and here their temples are literally across the street from one another, facing one another. The water well is nearly 200 years old. Groundwater was the only water supply for inhabitants in the area at the time. Look at me, so focused, yet my coins all ended in the water. I was not very happy about that. This is a mangosteen tree. Mangosteen is packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. When I was in Bali, I went to a coffee shop. It's one of those popular tourist attractions in Bali. And I bought different types of teas, and one of them was mangosteen tea. You can Google the health benefits of mangosteen. Mangosteen is a superfood that helps with a lot of ailments that people are dealing with. Our next stop is a church. After walking the church grounds, we got inside and sat down. There's a band playing. Too bad I can't play the music, but it was just so good to sit and just listen to the music. I mean, the church is almost empty, but the music continues. Georgetown is the capital of Penang. It is a World Heritage City. Georgetown and Malacca are the historic cities of the Straits of Malacca. Later on in my adventures, I will also visit Malacca. So here is the first UNESCO World Heritage City in Malaysia that I am visiting during my time in Malaysia. Georgetown was the first British settlement in Southeast Asia. Its proximity to marine routes attracted a lot of immigrants from other parts of Asia. Coming up, we will visit the earliest Chinese settlement in Penang. I remember, learning about the Straits of Malacca and to see the pages of the history book coming alive is surreal. I've always wanted to travel and to see the world. I remember during COVID, during the lockdown, the hard lockdown where you couldn't leave your house except to go buy essentials. I came across Mark Winn's YouTube channel, and Mark Wins travels the world with his family. And I remember thinking, you know what, God, I don't have Mark Win's stomach because Mark travels for food, but I would like to travel the world. I'd love to see the world. God answered my prayers. Here I am today, traveling the world. I love experiencing new things. There is nothing as exhilarating as having new experiences for me. I decided to bring the biggest pair of sunglasses that I own on this city tour because I was like, you know what? When the sun gets very hot, I want them to cover half of my face. We have just arrived at the earliest Chinese settlement in Penang. I am so excited to see what it looks like inside. So let's go and explore. You can see why this is the earliest Chinese settlement. It is convenient, it is on a trade route, and I mean, look at this village. It is so quaint, it takes you back in time. Penang, Malaysia is a melting pot of different cultures. This is our last stop. I am going to explore on my own. I got value for money with this half-day city tour of Penang. I mean, only 5 hours, and I have seen so much. And I am loving the history, the cultures, the buildings, the people. I am loving Penang, Malaysia. When you are next in Malaysia, a trip to Penang Island is something you should consider. Less than an hour's flight from Kuala Lumpur, and you are on this beautiful island, and it's got an expat community. that is it for this vlog. I need to go find my tour guide. It has been an amazing day in Penang. I hope my travels inspire you to also travel the world. If you don't have a passport, get a passport and explore, this beautiful planet of ours that we call home. I will see you next week in my next vlog. Look after yourself. You know what they say when you board a plane and they're giving you safety instructions, you put your mask, oxygen mask on first before trying to help the next person. So stay healthy, take care, and God bless.
Anywhere you go,